Hi, I'm Pete Curley. I'm a 33-year retired Army Sergeant Major and a combat veteran of the Persian Gulf, Iraq, and Afghanistan wars. One of the hardest things for me when I came back after my third deployment was struggling with adjusting back into civilian life. I spent in total over 3.5 years away from my family and being surrounded by all aspects of war. Often, it's expected when military members have completed their years of service that they just return home and everything goes back to normal. I struggled with feeling human and truly reconnecting with family. Being away for so long, it was hard to come back and pick up where we left off. Over the years of being in the military, I know I changed because of what I experienced and saw, and my family grew and changed too. I struggled for many years trying to put the war behind me and to get out of the military state of mind. I pushed my family away and turned to alcohol to cope with what I was feeling. The day my wife looked at me and said she couldn't do it anymore was the day I realized that I needed to find a healthy way to manage my mental health. Because of that ultimatum, I am here today. I realized that my family had made sacrifices and that they had changed their lifestyle to accommodate me being at war. I knew that because I was no longer at war physically, I needed to end that war mentally. So I turned to my wife and kids and asked that we find help. I had to put my pride away and take the help my family was willing to provide. My wife and kids may not understand what challenges I've gone through, both emotionally and physically, but my family is my support and the help that I needed to get me back to close to the being old me. I will never be the same person that I was before war, but my family understands that, and they have helped me find other veterans to connect with and services in the community that truly helped get me back to the state of mind where I could function as a dad, husband, and co-worker.
My name is Ken and I'm the director of Warriors Hope. I was a therapist for 40 years and then I retired a couple of years ago. And before I retired, I got motivated to work with veterans, and so they told me their story. And that's what really did it for me, because it broke my heart thinking that I'm a mental health therapist and I need to help them. I created Warriors Hope because of what I had heard. I came home and talked to some of the veterans and I said, well, I need to do something. They said, well, let's help you create an organization. So it ended up Warriors Hope, and our tagline is winning the battle after the war, because what happens is many times we look okay on the outside, but we have a whole lot of things going inside because of the trauma that's occurred. And I found out that there's a lot of the veterans experience of PTSD symptoms, which are like anxiety, depression, having troubles even connecting with each other, either at home or in the society and in the civilian life especially. And what our focus is not just to do activities, but to get the veterans together, because we know that one of the most healthy things veterans could do after they get out of the military is to get back together and talk with each other. A lot of veterans experience trauma reactions which can impact their mental health and also impact the suicide rate. Many times veterans have trouble finding the resources in their communities. Man therapy is good because it just kind of approaches things from a man's perspective, and men see things differently, just like I said, the vets do, the men do too, and they have different humor and things like that. And this man therapy, it really made me laugh listening to some of the first videos he has, because this guy's kind of, okay, here we go. And he says things and does things, and it makes men chuckle, and women might say, well, that's not funny. It's like, okay, that's why we do this. And I think the veterans need to do that too. There's a statement that the guy makes on man therapy about it's hard to see what a man's doing because he's in camo, which is a camouflage. Like, we do that well. We cover everything well because we have to pull it together. And veterans do that as well. And so it's hard to see those sometimes, but I think this man therapy is going to help kind of relax men and veterans to be able to do that.